Good morning, and here we are. It is Tuesday morning. A wonderful and amazing morning. Here we are at 7:59. So we are ready to do the morning blessings. And today, hello Stacy. Oh, here you are. We missed you. Nice seeing you. Hi Marina. How are you this morning? When you feel your worst, act your best. Good morning, wonderful, amazing human being. Hello, King Pops. Haven't seen you for a while. Yes, it is a wonderful morning. As you know, Instagram has... Hi, Yuko. How are you this morning? I miss all over. I miss you all over, I know. And so, this morning, we're up and we're running. We're facing the world. Some of us have this. And we got it down pat. When you feel the worst, do your best. Act your best. Be your best. Now, the thing about feeling your worst is that you wake up and you're wondering, what is wrong with me this morning? Or maybe it's a feeling of illness, something is not working, or feeling of in your head, somewhere, it's just something is bothering you. And because of that, you sometimes tend to go back into the cocoon and stay there, rest there for a while, and then get up and still thinking something is wrong with me today. I'm not feeling my best. So when we do not feel good, when we feel the worst, we have to act our best. We have to stand up to it. Because a feeling is a trigger. Something has caused it to be there. Decide what is causing it. Now, how do we know what is causing it? We cannot just know what is causing. Hi, Peter. What is going on in our life unless we take the time to sit in the moment and realize something is not working today. I'm feeling cranky, my stomach hurts, find out. Decide what is causing you to feel that way. You cannot make that decision just like that. But the most important thing we can do for ourselves when we are feeling out of sorts is find out what is the cause. So it might be a headache. So the answer is take an aspirin. But if we know why we're having that headache, is it because of the atmospheric pressure and you're having a migraine headache? Is it because you're dehydrated and you're having that dizzy kind of, headache, listlessness? And you wake up and you cannot feel you. You're just not you. We always have to decide, hi Kia, what it is that is causing us to be like that. It's the cause that we need to find out before we treat the symptoms. We go to a doctor and we tell them what's wrong, how we're feeling. So they give us something for the symptom that we have. Sometimes it depends. The doctor might question you a bit and say, hey, hi, Julie, what is going on with you is because you're doing this. You ate too many spicy foods, or you did this. But they're not always going to dig that deep. They have, 15 to 20 minutes when you come into the office to get you over and go next. So they're not doing that. But we should always go into ourselves and find out the cause of why we are not feeling well. Because we all know when we feel well, we do well. We behave better. But when everything is going the other way, we do not feel it. It hurts. And we do not have any idea. And sometimes that feeling that's not good, we can use it to get angry at others, really angry at others. And they have nothing to do with it. And it's important to stop and ask yourself, what did I do? Because it's something you did. You did it. I didn't do it. Somebody out there didn't do it. You could have let their behavior cause it, but again, it's still in your hands. And that is why it's important to find out why are you behaving the way that you're behaving. It's important. When you know the cause of how you're feeling and how you're behaving, you need to spend the time in the moment to figure out what can I do. It's always what can you do. It's not what can your friend do. Always look for the cause. Find the cause. Stop to observe. When is it triggered? What is triggering it? We have to know what is making us behave the way we do. Is it something somebody said to us that made us feel that way? Is it something we ate? Is it a thoughtful action we took that dislocated or hurt a joint or sprained a joint? What did we do? Did we abuse ourselves by the way we treat ourselves mentally? Self-abuse can really make us feel bad. Dissatisfaction can make us feel really, really sorry for ourselves or hurting, actually physically hurting. Dissatisfaction, you do not have something in your life that you desire, can really trigger you to hurt yourself because you're saying, I don't have it. And when you don't have it, it doesn't mean that it is the best thing for you. It might just be a different version coming your way. But we take that, we run with that. We listen to the people who tell us over and over again that we are not good enough. Something is wrong with us. We are too excitable. We are too consistent. We have too many things on our mind. That's what happens. We listen to those people who tell us those things and we take it with us. And then we are afraid. Fear is one of the big things that affects it. When we are afraid of facing our own life as it is and making some choices to alter, to change what we do not like that is affecting us, we can be fearful. Why are we fearful? People will see that you are doing things differently. People will see that you cut your hair. My friend cut her hair. And her sister had so much to tell about the haircut that she said when she got off the phone, I saw your picture you sent that and just went into the haircut, cutting it up in little strands and pieces. She felt really bad. It's too long on the side, it's too long over here. And she was disappointed. She started seeing what she liked as what she didn't like because of somebody else's opinion. But when she came home, she was really pleased with her haircut. And the moment her sister told her what was wrong with it, she was hurting. And she went to bed troubled with it. Why would she say that? She knows how much I really like. You know what I mean? So we must learn to realize other people's opinion should not make us be fearful or doubtful of our actions. And that can make us feel bad. How do you, okay, so I said doubt, lack of faith is one of those things. Your limiting belief. Again, I said the food we eat, the food we ingest, what we drink. Like, I'm allergic to milk and stuff like that, so I know I cannot have it. So if I'm going to have something and it has milk, I'm going to expect something or what do you call it, a preservative in sausages or something like that will trigger it. So I have to avoid it. I see it, it's tempting. I know what the taste is like and I would like some, but I can't because I know it will give me discomfort. So that is a food though. So how do you act with that with a person? Same thing. You see them, you hear them, you phone them, you talk to them, but you know they're going to tell you something that will put you down. So the same way you avoid what is making you feel bad when you eat it, it's the same way you have to limit your interaction with somebody who constantly sees you as a project, one of their project, a school project, their life project, their weekly project. No matter what you do, their spotlight is on you. Their microscope is on you. Their magnifying glass is on you. So the minute you're in their sphere, they're going to tell you what is wrong with you, whether it was you who said it or not. My friend said to me, I was somewhere with all of them, and I made a comment about people who do not have university degrees. And I didn't. I know who did it, and I said, really? I said, you think I would talk negatively about somebody who does not have higher education? I know she doesn't have it, but I wouldn't have said it. I told her who said it. I said, the person who said it under this context. I told my children, she has 2 daughters and a son, do not get involved with somebody without a degree. That's what she said. She told that and she said it out loud. There were 3 or 4 women without degrees there and they felt hurt. But this one just decided it's me. And I had to realize, okay, so maybe you have some stress, your brain is. I said to her, no, I didn't do that. And her daughter was sitting there and said, no, Mom, that wouldn't come from her. That I believe that person said it. And she was the one. But it's a good thing. I knew who said it and I was able to just stop it. But another person who didn't have the attitude that I have to say, no, it's nothing to do with me. I didn't say that. Might take it and run home with it. So this is why we have to remember, when something hurts you, find the cause. Stay away from the cause. So what you do, you watch your behavior amongst people that will blame. In Rudyard Kipling's If. They will lose their head and blame it on you. So you know, and watch those that take the truth you have spoken and turn it to affect those who do not know. All of that is in the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. So we have to understand that they are going to do this. So when you are feeling bad, find out what it is. And when you find what it is the cause, do something about it. Stay away from it or manage it in such a way that it doesn't affect you all the way. Because everything we feel has a cause. If you feel good, what caused me to feel good? And go get more of it. If you feel bad, what caused you me to feel bad? And get less of it. And that is how we have, because everything we do in life is feeling. Where do we feel? We feel in our heart. And somebody said about your heart, like, when you hurt, have you ever felt it in your heart? And I said, of course. When you are hurt and it really presses on you, especially if you did not expect it, you feel it in your heart. So when people talk about a broken heart, that is not a joke. It's not that a heart is broken into pieces, but it's hurting. And the more you let it be pushed and prod and get hurt, the worse you will feel on the outside and the inside. You'll constantly be hurting from your heart hurting you so much. And this is why, hi Ezra, hi Lisa, hi Sam Williams, you have to make sure that you understand those constant little nudges that is pushing at your heart is hurting you. And that's why you have to be careful and get to know the cause and avoid the cause, like food, like people, like places. Places can trigger that. Somebody cannot drive where they see a cemetery because of the loss of their parents, Hyazim. And that was one thing that affected her. So she used to say, anytime I pass at the cemetery, I'm in pain for days. So she said, when I go, I make sure I go with others so I can feel different. So she got a way to fix it. When you feel worse, act your best. I keep saying that. We know one trigger, right? So something has happened and it triggers you, something you eat. And it will have another trigger. Because you're irritated, you're angry, your stomach is upset, you get a headache. No, you're feeling horrible, you're getting indigestion. It's one leads to the other. And all you need now is for somebody to just be around you and you just let it go. They might have said good morning. And you say, what is so good about the morning? I'm feeling so, right? And they're pulling back from you. That is why it's important to find the cause, because your action, when you have that cause, can affect somebody else somewhere. It will affect somebody else somewhere. Or it will affect you and you keep going that way. But then you sit and you think, what caused me to do that? What can I do about it? So you have to decide, what action can I take to stop it? How do I get to stop it? What can I say about stopping it? How can I stop it? If you do not have the cause, you cannot get the action to stop it. If all you are looking at is how you're feeling, not getting to what caused me to do this, it's just, I'm feeling bad. I'm going to take an aspirin. I'm going to get a Tums. I am going to do this. It's always what to do to get rid of it. But the true root of it is important. If you want to get rid of a weed in your garden, you don't just cut it up at the top and go away. You know if you do that, it's going to come out. So that is what, when you treat the symptom, you're doing. It's the weed you do not want. It's a symptom that is aggravating you. So what do? You take something to coat it, to cover it, so it stops for that time. But in time, the weed comes back. It grows again because you did not pull it from the root. And that's why it's important that you go down to the cause and find it. Doing that requires time and patience. Why am I feeling so bad on a Wednesday? Because I have to go do something for somebody I do not want to do it for. I have to talk to somebody. I have to go to the doctor. Why? What is causing you to behave that way? Instead of taking an aspirin, a Tums, or something to stop the feeling, find out what caused the feeling. Root it, pull it out by the root. Decide what action can you take. And remember, it's you that can take an action. No one else can take an action. Nobody else can do it for you. You might go for advice, and that is where it is important to understand that. Do decide what action can you take. Stop the cause. Right? That's what the action is. That weed is I need to take it out from the root. Seek guidance. Talk to somebody about it. Is it something that's bothering you? Is it the opinion of others, or did somebody make an assumption about you? And is it that's what bothering you? Seek help. Ask for guidance from somebody. What would you do in this situation? Don't ask them, how should I fix it? Just say, this is what is happening. What would you do? And when you find out what you should do, you go right away and you do it. That's what you do. If you know, you go in. It mightn't be the full answer, but it might be a step in the right direction. You have a problem, you seek an advice, you have a challenge, it's physical, it's mental, it's making you feel terrible. You find somebody, seek guidance, help, ask for help. Perhaps it's medical help that you need. But sometimes we need the help of prayer. Sometimes we need to pray. And prayer is not kneeling for hours or sitting like a yogi all the time. Prayer might be a conversation to God, the universe, or who you believed can help you. That prayer doesn't have to be in a church. It does not. It can be in your kitchen. Your altar is anywhere you are. Your altar is anywhere. Your altar can be the street you're walking on. And you're praying. Prayer now is not your beads. It's not reading the Bible. Reading the Bible is to keep you from. Doing your beads is to keep you from connected. Reading from a prayer book is to keep you connected. What a prayer is a conversation, a heart-to-heart talk with your God, your universe. Your heart meeting their heart. So you don't know what's going on with you. You can't figure it out. Or you know what it is, but you do not know how to deal with it. You have gone to the doctor. It's not health. It's not a physical ailment. You seek for guidance, and the person said to you, I don't know, I can't help you. You ask for help. You stood up and you said, I need to know what to do. And prayer comes. It's a conversation. You can do it in one of three ways. You can have that ongoing mental conversation with your creator, your connector. You know, what you call the universe, what you call your God. You can have a written one where you write and you could say, good morning, my creator. How are you doing today? This is so and so. Me, Tessa-Marie, I need your guidance. That's what I'm going through. It's like a journal entry. Address it, though, to whom you're seeking the help from. The universe, claim your promise. I will look after you. The universe has my back. Then claim that. I need guidance in this moment to figure out what I should do. And that is a conversation in writing, but you can walk it. You can talk it. You can do it while you're in the shower. You can do it while you're at the kitchen cooking dinner. You can say, okay, this is what can I do? This is what's going on. I need guidance here. Hear what is being spoken. Hear what is coming back into your mind. When you hear what is coming back into your mind, if you are in a moment to write it down, you have a time to write it down. Write that down and see where it leads. So you are in the kitchen cooking dinner, you're in the shower, you're in the bathroom, you're doing somewhere, you're in the garden, you're at work, you're on the bus, you're driving, you cannot do it. But you're talking, you're feeling, you're asking for guidance, and an idea pops in your head. Do this. Do it. Remember it. If you can jot it down or put it on your phone immediately, do it. But do not leave it unattended. I'll tell you why. That might have been the first time in your life you had a knock on the heart of God. That is the first time you believe that you had the key to the heart of God. You're not feeling well. You have all this stress, worries, financial, emotional, whatever. Things are just not going your way. Physical, mental. You're not feeling it. You're feeling horrible day in and day out. And one day some clarity comes to you. And this, maybe you don't need that today, but you might need it 10 years from today. What I am saying to you, we all come to that time in our life where we have to say, here I am. I need guidance. Because I'm just not feeling me. I'm not feeling like me. I'm angry. I'm distorted. I'm in pain. All kinds of it. And then you get a simple answer. Drink water. Or go for a walk. Or take a nap in the afternoon. Read a book. Go to the doctor and tell him what you did that caused that to happen. Something comes along. I am afraid. I have a feeling what I did, you're saying. I do not want to hear what the doctor will say. I do not want to get the result. But if you do not follow the inclination to go see the doctor at this moment, you will end up with a root canal in your mouth that will prevent you from sleeping for nights. Or the disease you have, or the thing that is triggering it, that is inside of you that you cannot see, but if studies and tests, it will come true. But because you're afraid to face the fact and the truth, you do not go to the doctor. That does not make it go away. Do your best for yourself. Get up and go to the doctor and get the result and face it. So when you pray, it is not going to be huge bells and song. It could be. Rocks are falling and God comes and the voice is booming and you're hearing it. The wind is blowing. The universe is talking to you in the language you understand. It doesn't always have to be like that. It could be that small string that dropped and you just picked it up. And you tug at it and you realize at the end of it is what you are seeking. The cure, the help, the guidance, what you prayed for. So if the idea just pops into your mind, realize you can take it and go with it. You have a right to do that. You seek, you ask, you must get an answer. And when you start to do that, you will notice your attitude will change. You were afraid. That's why you're acting bad. You're thinking, oh my God, it's going to be, all of that. I'm in pain and I'm afraid. I have a feeling what it is. And you start self-diagnosing yourself. My father had it, my mother. You go back 24 generations who had it, and you believe that's what you have. But you're surprised to go that it's not that you have. But you cannot do that unless you spend the time to find the cause of what is making you feel so bad, that is making you act so bad. Once you come to that point, you will have relief. And the relief will make you start to act like, hey, it's taken care of. And believe it, that it's going to take care of. And then start to act like it's taken care of. When you get the cause of what is making you feel bad, act your best. Okay, relief. I know now. You know what? I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have gone there. I should have been more careful going up and down the stairs. I should have done. You know all the should have. You found the cause. Relax. Do not dwell on it because what caused it happened before. Stay in this spot, which is what we call the moment. Great. I have an answer. Now I can go forward. Now I can feel better. That's what it is. I have an answer. Hello, Angelina. When you feel the worst, at your best, find the cause. Do not only deal with the symptom. The symptom is like seeing a weed in your garden and you take a spear of thing and you chop the top of the weed. That's what an aspirin or a symptom, taking care of the symptom is. Okay? I'm just going to cut it. I won't see it. But you left the root in the ground, and what do you expect tomorrow to happen? You notice it's coming back up. So find the cause and take action to fix the cause. Because it's the cause. Something is causing you to feel bad, to feel the worst. And you have to go above it to feel the best. Because you can control what is bothering you, what is prevent you from feeling your worst. To make you feel your best, you have to have the opposite of it. You have something bothering you. It's the symptom. Go and find the cause. Is it, am I fearful? I don't believe I'll succeed. Am I doubtful? Is my lack of faith? Is a limiting belief? Is something I ate? Is something I did? Is some disease that I'm getting? All of that is important. Look for the cause. Find the cause. Stop to observe when it is triggered. And when it is triggered, how many other things it is triggering, because one thing triggers the other. We know that. And then decide your action. Seek help. Ask for guidance. Medical if it's necessary. And then pray. And prayer, please. It's reading a book is not prayer. Take the time to communicate with the universe. If that is what you believe that's dealing with you. Take your time to communicate with your God if you believe there is a spiritual God above and beyond you. And have a conversation, a heart-to-heart talk to God, a confession. And say, what am I doing? What can I do? I'm feeling this way. And you will get an answer. And again, the answer will not always be a big boom, and it's not a sure way out. It might be a little thing. Write a note. Sit for a minute. Eat some food. Watch what you're swallowing. Go to the doctor. Check out why your molar is hurting. Not if you know, you do not get to the cause. You will have a symptom that will, a root canal or something worse. Go to the doctor, even if you think you know what's wrong with you. Check it out. Always check it out. It's important to check it out. Now, I know there's a question. I will have to look at it. When you are feeling your worst to the point you can't feel your best, what else can you do? When you, I should put that, let me just double that, take that. Yeah. When you feel you're feeling the worst to the point you can't feel your best, what else can you do? You cannot feel your worst and just find out to feel your best and say, I'm going to go over it. What is causing it? Find the cause. The only way you can find the cause when you're not feeling good and you want to know why, before you can feel good, is to stay in the moment of your time. So, I'm not feeling good. Stay in the moment. Close your eyes and say, I wonder what did I do? Has that ever happened to me before? Is it because I didn't eat properly last night? Or what was my water intake? Or you know what? When I went down the stairs, or when I picked this up, or when I bend over. If it's physical. If it is emotional inside of you, find out, is it something you read or something you saw? Look at what's going in the world right now. That is affecting people. And some people are acting the worst because of that. Or Is it something somebody said about you or they said to you? Whatever it is, find out what it is. Find the cause. Do not be afraid to step into the water, to dig through the muck and the dirty water to find out what it is that's causing me to feel that way. Somebody can guide you to do this, but you have to still find it yourself. You must find the cause of what is making you feel the worst so that you can do to feel the best. Can't you point to the point where you can't feel your best? What else can you do? Why are you feeling there? What is it? What is the why behind this feeling? What is the cause behind this feeling? And eliminate it, like I said, all through. Look at it, shake it up, dig it, seek advice, ask question, pray. Have a heart-to-heart conversation to God, to your universe, to whatever you purport to be, a place you can go to get help. And that is what is important, wonderful, amazing people. Stacy, Juliana, Ezra, Kia, Angelina, Lisa, Loretta. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging with me this morning. It is a wonderful morning. I'm just hoping and trusting and believing that you guys got it, because we tend to feel our worst and we do not understand that we should go find the cause. It's never the symptom that is the answer. We treat the symptom like cutting the top of the weed, but we left the root. We didn't get the cause to pull it out by the root and deal with the cause. So remember, when you feel your worst, act your best. You act your best by recognizing, I am feeling terrible. What can I do about it? And do it. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming. I'm happy and grateful to see all of you who came this morning to spend some time with me. Thank you so much. Love you. I appreciate your time. And it's valuable time. And that is why I go out so strongly to give you value for your money, which is your time. So thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful and amazing day. Arigato. Bye-bye.